In 2010, I came across a word that would have a really significant impact on my life, bigger than any other prior or since, and I was really forever changed. And that word was starseed. The word starseed is most commonly used to describe souls who have experienced something and someplace other than life on this planet. Souls who have not only incarnated on Earth, but have also had experiences in other places. I resonate with this interpretation of the word starseed, and I'm still also feeling into the deep, deep mystery and questions that lay within it. I'm Rebecca Campbell, I'm a mystic, and I am the author of Letters to a Starseed, and also the Starseed Oracle, which I co-created with Danielle Knoll. So a starseed is someone who knows that they are a multi-dimensional being and that there is more to life than we see on Earth. A multi-dimensional being is someone who knows that they are made up of more than just a mind and a body. Some people come in with this knowing. This seed of remembering within them is already active, whereas others awaken to it. I believe that many starseeds have heard the call to play their part in this great awakening dance of life and have chose to be here at this time in history, in this body, on this planet, in their ancestral line, that the seed within them has already been activated. And so the question is, what can we do with this seed planted within us? Some believe that starseeds are souls who answered a call to be here at this pivotal time in history. There is no denying that right now, as a planet, we are navigating a global dark night crisis and a possible invitation for a whole new evolution for humanity. The majority of people are being really startled from their slumber to find themselves right in the middle of the birth canal, somewhere between death and a possible planetary rebirth. The awakening process isn't easy at the best of times, and right now, with the world the way it is, with all of the polarization and all of the harm that humanity has done to the earth, to each other, it's not easy to wake up. It's clear that living unconsciously and in a way where we separate ourselves from nature and each other, it's no longer an option that's sustainable. The Great Mother herself is urging us urgently to heed her call before it's too late, for us, not for her. And she's been calling for some time, but it's becoming clear that in order for us to return to her arms and navigate our way through this tumultuous time in human history, we really must find a way to come together and mend what's been severed. We must remember who we are, why we came, and truly commit to being here. I believe that all souls who are here on Earth right now chose on some level to be here. I also believe that some of those souls came here as a kind of birthing team, a group of souls who chose to take on the challenge of these awakening times, to support humanity in remembering who we are, activating who we are, and healing who we are, to support us in coming back home to each other and the planet, to truly return to love. And it's important to realize that love isn't possible without being with what actually is. Just as oneness isn't possible without us acknowledging the severing that has occurred over and over and over again. I believe that if you are here in this body that you find yourself in this city that you find yourself in your ancestral line that you find yourself in this time that you find yourself in, it is no random fluke. And from a soul perspective, we chose this. And I believe that you being here, we being here, matters. Now that we are awake, May we play our part and take consistent ground and action on the calls of our soul in order to return again and again and again. Do you remember why you chose to come to this body, to this ancestry, to this planet at this time? What is your soul calling you to do? How are you being called to answer and embody this call today? What's one baby step you can take in that direction? When I first started training in the intuitive mystical arts and began sharing my creations, it became clear that one of my soul missions was to support souls that had come for a reason to remember why they had come, and to help them unlock and activate and share the seeds of remembering within them through creating. I started to see a pattern when it came to soul missions. I began seeing that some souls actually had two main missions. First of all, an individual soul mission, and then secondly, a collective soul mission. I started to call this having a double mission, and maybe you resonate with having a double mission too. A soul mission is essentially a plan or a reason for being here. And I believe that all souls incarnate now have a personal mission. A personal mission relates to the individual's personal soul plan. This could be to learn and grow and experience themselves in a human body. And as Earth is a planet of manifestation and creation, this is all part of the personal mission. Each soul comes in with their own unique personal mission and karma to play out. And I believe that there is no one set path for each of us. Rather, it's more like possible unfolding paths. And these paths continue to unfold as we go through our life. A collective soul mission involves many souls coming together for a common goal. This time in which we're living in is one that's unlike any other. And I've come to believe that many of the souls who are alive right now have come here to influence the outcome of the future of humanity and of planet Earth. For this reason, I believe that many souls incarnate right now have a double mission, a personal mission and a collective mission. I believe that there are many specific soul missions within a collective mission, and that we're led to work on these collective missions together. If you have a collective mission, you're not working on it alone, for it's always a shared mission. This means it's about finding your role or your unique note to play and then playing it, acting on it, sharing your voice, sharing your presence. I find that this information is important for starseeds to remember, as many have this feeling that they came here to kind of save the world, or particularly early on in their journey of awakening, they may have had that kind of feeling. But in my opinion, and we tend to wake up to this on our awakening journey once we've been on it for a little while, we realize that it's actually not the world that needs saving, it's humanity. We need to learn new ways to support each other and thus the earth, because of the impact that we have been having on the earth and all her beings. Humanity starts with us. If we each play our part in our collective mission, we're more likely to reach the outcome that we came here for. We must stop trying to save other people and other people, and instead just focus on returning to love, returning to ourselves, the earth, and each other. As we really are living in a time between ages, there's so much that's being dismantled. One of those things is moving from competition to collaboration. This is difficult for us to transition to because it's not what we're used to. If you're being called to collaborate, do your best to heal the part of you that feels as if you have to go at it alone, the part of you that feels like you're in competition. For this part of us is the part of us that keeps us separate and severed from one another. I know that it's hard to heal and transition from these old ways of being to new ones. Many of the behaviors stem from childhood. So the more you focus on cherishing and nurturing the child within, being your own inner mother, the more harmonious your relationships will likely be. Through my work, I've received visions of those with similar collective soul missions being carefully placed and planted in many different corners of the world. I've also met many old souls who yearn to be in closer proximity with those that they consider their soul family, with whom they share a collective soul mission. My own soul family consists of people who are spread all over the world in 4 continents. None of us even live in the same city. Sometimes this does make me sad because I long to be in closer physical proximity to them. However, I've seen that we are each holding a certain frequency, a different thread, and seeding a different strand of light in the part of the planet that we've been born to or called to. Creating constellations, seeding, anchoring a particular quality in your own unique way. You've been carefully planted in the soil of the corner of the planet where you are for a reason. I know at times it can feel like we're the only one in our family, in our city, in our community, but we're never ever alone, especially in your experience of aloneness. The world is waking up now, and we must stay planted in the earth. The more rooted we become, the more grounded we feel. Now isn't the time to long for places other than here. Now is the time to seed what we came here to seed. To remember that within the seed of your soul, entire forests and rose gardens exist. We all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's path is no worthier than another's. One person's path may be to mother their child or reparent themselves in the process. Another's may be to create music so that others don't feel so alone. Another's may be to tend to a wildflower field and make medicine with nourishing herbs. No path is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed that we incarnated to root and grow and nurture. Although it's easy to get lost in the idea of being a starseed and kind of dream of places elsewhere than here that our soul remembers and knows and maybe feels like it's at home there. It is really crucial for us to ground ourselves in the here and now, to commit to our human experience, to stay open to the possibility that our soul had our dream and our life is it. We can't embrace our soul missions if we are forever longing for forever away places, nor can we be at peace if we wish we were someplace else. So I want to invite you to join me right now in this short starseed activation. And so saying it with me or repeating with me now, maybe placing one hand on your heart and imagine a light in the center of your heart. This is your multidimensional self, your ancient self, inviting this ancient self to step forward now and activating source energy in the heavens above and activating a seed of light in the center of the earth as we say this activation together. I'm ready to remember my personal and collective soul mission. I'm ready to seed what I came here to share. I'm ready to surrender to my forever unfolding awakening path. I'm ready to transition from competition to collaboration. I'm ready to fully plant myself here. I'm ready to fully commit myself to being here. I'm ready to fully commit myself to being here. And take a deep breath in and breathing out. Beautiful. If you would like to go deeper on any of these topics, or if you've enjoyed some of the artwork in this video, you might like to dive into my book, Letters to a Starseed, which is literally a note, a love letter to starseeds to help you commit to your soul purpose and really step into it today. And then I've also got the Starseed Oracle, which I co-created with Danielle Knoll. It is a beautiful deck. The cards are absolutely stunning. And yeah, I think you'll love the deck if you love the topic of this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here in my sacred space on YouTube. Hit subscribe if you would like to stay updated with my videos.